Thank you for tuning in to the Kenneth Smith Let's Talk show. It's an honor and a privilege to be back in here one more time. Thank you for tuning in to the Kenneth Smith Let's Talk show. It's an honor and a privilege to be back here in the New Joy 100.3 studio one more time on this Monday. I tell you what, the year is almost gone and it is winding down. I tell you, it's just going by so fast. But I'm so blessed and I'm so honored to be back here, right here with Pastor Rain Rogers and the New Joy 100.3. I tell you what, seemed like a lot have came this year at us. A lot have rose up. The Bible never said that the enemy weapon wouldn't form. He just declared that it wouldn't prosper. So I'm just happy, I'm happy that it has not prospered in my life and that I've been able to go forth with power. And I'm just continuing to run on to see what the end is going to be in my life. And I hope that you could bear witness to the same thing. I want to talk this evening a little bit about how the enemy thought he had you all year long. How the enemy tried different things to come after your kids. He tried to come after your money. He came against your household. He came against your marriage. He came against your self-esteem. Oh, he brought pride. He tried to tear up your household. He tried to tear up your family. He caused you and your brothers and sisters to be at each other's throat. He caused some people, mothers and fathers, to turn on each other. He caused division and divorce. Yes, he caused all kind of things to rise up in your life in 2019. He caused the cancer to knock on your door. He caused high blood pressure to knock on your door. He had some eviction notice served to some of y'all. He had some cars repossessed. It was so much that took place in this year. Some of y'all lost some people that you really loved and really respected, and that you can't hardly bear thinking that they're gone. But I want to let you know that even though the enemy have brought some things your way this year, I got to let you know that you will not die in what he have allowed to come. The enemy will come and hang around your front yard, but God won't let him in the door. There are so many of you that you get scared because adversity come and knock on your front door. But if you above ground, listen to me well. If you above ground, it's a good day. If you above ground, you have another chance. If you are above ground, you have another chance at your goals and at success. The enemy thought he had you, but I got news for you. You got away. If you woke up this morning, you might have still woke up with cancer. You might have still woke up with bills. You might have still woke up with problems. But I want to guarantee you that if you woke up this morning, you got away. Stop complaining so much about what you don't have and how the cookie is crumbling in your life and how your kids are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I met a man one day that wish he had kids that would be going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You understand? I met a man one day that wish he had legs to complain how bad his feet hurt. You don't understand what you have until you don't have it anymore. We got to understand people are waking up with cancer, but they waking up. People are waking up with high blood pressure, but they're waking up. You got to understand that it was somebody that got called home this morning and wished that they could just have one more chance to live their best life. Wish that they could just have one more chance to start that business. Wish they could have one more chance to hug their children or see what their grandchildren would have grew up to be. You are so blessed in spite of what picture the enemy decided to paint in your life. You do not have to fold where you at. You do not have to give up where you at. You do not have to throw in the towel where you at. Listen, at your life coach, I came to share some wisdom with you. I came to encourage your spirit. I came to speak life where there's dry bones. You can get up and you can get up today. You do not have to stay down. How do I know? I know because I came from a bad situation. I know because I came from a desert place. I know because where I came from, rivers of water was not flowing. I know because diseases was all around me. I know because drugs all around me. I know because homosexuality was all around me. I know because I seen prostitution all around me. You have got to understand, it don't matter where you was born at. It don't matter whether you was born in a manger or whether you was born in a mansion. God don't look at where you at. He look at where you going. Where he was going was much more important than where he was born at. You got to know that he allowed you to have 2 feet so you could walk to your destiny. You got 2 feet so when the time comes you could run to your destiny. There are some things that you're going to have to run away from before this year is over, because time is getting short and you've been trying to hold on to some people and trying to hold on to some things, and you've been trying to hold on to some habits, and you've been wanting to take these things into your next dimension, to your next level. And I hear God saying that this is some things here that you're going to have to run from, because you've been wrestling and you've been torn with these addictions. You've been wrestling and you've been torn with these problems, and you've been trying to compromise and you don't want to let some stuff go. I decree and I declare right now that it is the time to release it so that you can reach everything that God's got for you. Oftentimes we'll sit there and wrestle with something and we wonder why we're so tired. You're tired because you're wrestling. You're tired because you're sleeping on the things that God have told you to do. I need you to understand that this year coming up, 2020, you need to make this a great year. You need to make this a year that God is going to expand your wings so that you can fly abroad and you can cover a multitude of areas. There are some of you that your vision and dreams are growing spider webs because you're not utilizing what God has told you and what he's told you to do. I need to help push you into your right destiny. I want to help push you into your right place. I want to help you to understand the power of God, the power of speaking over yourself, the power of praying over yourself, the power of 2 or 3 gathering together in his name and him being in the midst. It's time for us to come in Brunswick, Georgia, and take this community by storm. It's time for us to snatch this community back from the drug dealers. It's time for us to snatch this community back from the prostitutes. It's time for us to snatch this community back from people that's crooked and doing underhanded things, even in the politics. It's time for us to lead this community as Christian people by example. And it is the time now for us to wake up and get up and stand up and be everything that we want this community to be, because we want it to be something. Then let's live it in front of the community. Let's become that youth leader. Let's become that person, that advocate, that for the children that can go out there and reach one. It's easy to sit on our porch and see them pass by and talk about them. But when are we going to start standing up and snatching back what the enemy is trying to take and is taking? I feel so bad that when Thanksgiving come and Christmas come, we worry about what gifts we going to get and worry about all the food we going to eat. Are we trying to share? Are we trying to give? Are we going and checking on the homeless? What are we doing? You know, I often tell people I have no problem with God, but sometimes I have a problem with God's people, because God's people sometimes forget to put him in the picture. We just get so selfish, and he brought us through so much. The enemy thought that he snatched you. He thought that he had you, and God pulled you through. Just like a tow truck pulling a truck that then got stuck in mud. We got to know that it's not by our own strength, that it's not by our own might, but it's because God has been so good to us that he decided to pull us out of whatever it is that we've been in, and that there's no disease, no sickness, no situation that he can't handle. You know, I want to help you to get to the next level. This is your life coach, Kenneth Smith. For those of you that don't know, I have a book out. It's called A Kenneth Smith Story. Some of you probably have got the book already. For those that do not have my book, you can get it on lulu.com, lulu.com. The book sells for $10 on lulu.com. And if you go on there now, I believe it has free shipping. So you definitely want to go on there and get it. Put in the Kenneth Smith Story in the search bar. Listen, I want to announce this. It's a Save the Youth 18th Annual Community Appreciation Program. Sunday, January the 12th, 2020 at Howard Coffin Park. And the MC for that night will be Minister Paul Lawrence, and it's going to be a lot of people there. It's a free entry. A lot of people there. They're the honorees. It's a lot of them. I'm gonna just call a couple of names: Pastor Paul, Pastor Todd A. I think that's Rose Senior, and then you got Chief Kevin Jones going to be there. Mr. Larry E. Rogers Jr., Deputy Ketchup, Clinton Ketchup, a lot of good people. Myself is going to be one of the honorees. It's a lot of people on here that I know that's going to be honorees. Mr. Edward Hart. So please come out and support that program. I'm gonna be announcing it here on my time here in the studio. Please come out and support that program. Those that need to get in touch with me for any speaking engagements or anything of that nature, you could definitely reach me on my Facebook, Kenneth Smith. You could reach me on my Life Coach Kenneth Smith page on Facebook. Please go to my YouTube page and subscribe. Life Coach Kenneth Smith. You can see all my videos there on my YouTube page. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. I have a car wash on Community Road, 3838 Community Road. Please come by and get your car wash and meet me in person. And you could buy one of my books there, and I will sign them for you. If you buy one of my books online, you could bring them by my car wash, 3838 Community Road, and I will sign the book for you. You could reach me on my phone. That's 912-242-2123. 912-242-2123. And if all else fails, you can also reach me through the radio station right here, the New Joy 100.3. But tune in every Monday right here at the New Joy 100.3, and you can hear me live. Until then, y'all be blessed, and may the grace of God rest upon you.